Alright, Shalom. Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. Keep enduring. All right, in today's lesson, we're going to go into how these Edomites and leaders, how they have, messed with, they have came up with their own calendar system. They have, they have basically came up with their own, time method. So you have, because the sun and the moon always do their thing. It's just because they come up with different calendars, their Gregorian calendars and stuff like that. Daylight savings. See, it's that's just something that they come up with. Because just look at the Aztecs. They had their own calendar. So it's just to this lesson is just to educate you, to let you know that we're not technically we're not in really in 2024. We're not really. It's not really the year 2024. And I'll give you some prime examples and show you how these Edomites, meaning the so-called white men that are ruling, and the heathen, how they they altered, they came up with their own calendars. And as you know, today they have daylight savings. I mean, we never had that. When did you ever hear that? In the ancient world, with the Babylonians, the Persians, and the Medes, the Greeks, the Romans, when you had daylight saving time. You had February. How come February only has 28 days, and the other months have 30 or 31 days? See that? Isaiah chapter 56 verse 11. Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough. Because these leaders, their belly's never full. They don't take care of their own people. There's veterans out here homeless, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. So they have no understanding in them. They're simple. Just because the Lord gave them a little technology, a little bit of knowledge, all of a sudden, they're putting the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai to the side, and they think, we're gods now. Like Carl Schwab says, we're gods, and whoever is in the way is gonna, wasn't the term that he used? He said, we're gods, and whoever gets in the way, we're gonna take them out, No, they're far from a god. They are a cave dweller. They are the basis of men. And plus, they're Edomites. Just check it out. When these Edomites talk, just look at them. Even including Biden, they have no upper lip. Check it out. They are shepherds that cannot understand. See, so they're simple. They all look to their own way. Yeah, because they think, forget the Lord. We're gonna do it my way. That's why they have their own court system. Because they don't use according to the law of the Lord or the Bible. That's why they have their own court system. What penal code this, penal code that. They have their own. Like, no, we're gonna do it my way. I'm the boss. It's like, well, that's why you're going to slavery, because you didn't create this planet. You didn't create yourself, but yet you think that just because the Lord gave you a little breath, life, and understanding, a little bit of technology, all of a sudden, it's forget the Lord? No, it's forget you. Mi amigo. They all look to their own way. Yeah, because you're like, well, I'm going to do it my way. Forget the Bible. I'm going to do it my way. This is why you're going to slavery, because you want to do it your way, because you're the boss. Okay, that's fine. But now the result is slavery. See? So go ahead, have it your way. Be stubborn. Go for it, Go for it. Tear shit up, Tear the world up. Hurt people, the animals are becoming extinct. There's deforestation where they're just chopping down trees for no reason. Dumb Bill Gates said that burying trees is good for the environment and global warming. And what kind of crap is that? This is how retarded the people that are ruling us are. Remember, they're so retarded that they're stupid. Really, it's not just mad or emotional. Just look, everyone for his own gain, see? Because they're all for, it's all about me. And that's what the people learn down, that are under these leaders, because they learn, oh, I want to be like an Edomite, oh yeah, be, selfish. And then once you make your way up to the boss, oh yeah, you can't talk to me and, treat other people like crap because I'm the boss. Nah, even King David was humble, he would talk to you. He wasn't just like, oh, I'm the king and who dare you to talk to me, But that's how these Edomites are. They get a little bit of power. Even if they make like a manager job somewhere, they're like, oh, I'm the boss. Like, who are you to talk to me, Like, look at these people. Look at these peasants. And you're the peasant. You're the cave dweller. See that? The fruit ball. Everyone for his own gain from his quarter. See that? Because, yeah, they can never have enough. They can never have enough. And even these leaders, they're fighting too, for that New World Order. Because you have, even like these, you have like the newer generation, like Illuminati, and you got like the older generation. And they're fighting too because they're thinking, well, once we get this New World Order going, which they're not going to complete it, by the way, but they will get it going so far. They're fighting, okay, well, who's going to control it? So they're fighting even within themselves on the left-hand side. Facts. Because they're fighting, okay, well, who's going to control it? Like, oh, I'm going to control it. Like, nah, I'm going to control it. Because they're all about control. They're control freaks. They're Edomites. Salakia. Any of you guys that work for Edomites, you'll know that they're control freaks. They got to have it their way. Even if it's wrong, they got to have it their way. That's why this world is in turmoil. It's out of control because even though it's wrong, they're like, well, I'm still going to do it because I'm the boss. I'm right even though I'm wrong. I mean, what kind of shit is that? Excuse my Italian. This is why this place is all jacked up. Because they had to have it their way. Like, even though if it's going to destroy stuff, it's like, yeah, just because I'm stubborn, I'm the boss. Like, damn. This is why your punk ass is going into slavery. Straight up. Then you look at, oh, poor us. Well, look what you're doing. Look at what you're doing around the world. Mijo. Huh? Let's hear it. This place is completely out of control. All right, and just look at what happened with Trump. Trump got shot, in the ear, and was it the radical black Hebrew Israelites extremists who did it? Was it the Chinese who did it? Who did it? Okay, if this will show you that these Edomites, you guys are divided against yourselves because who was the shooter? Was it a so-called Chinese? Was it was it an Israelite? Who was it? It was your own kind. It was E. It's E versus E because it's going to be Whitey versus Whitey out here. See that? Don't look at us, Who was it? Who was that shooter? So look at that. You heathen and Edomites are looking real retarded right now. Because although you blame the Israelites for everything, you guys are the ones creating all the ruckus. You guys are shooting your ex-president in the ear. You guys are bombing each other right now. But yet the Israelites are the biggest problem. But yet you guys are destroying the whole earth. Shooting, you guys, who was the shooter? An Edomite, a so-called white man. Don't look at us. Don't even look at the Chinese. The Chinese like, what? No, it wasn't them. It was you. And then who's the one right now pointing ICBMs at each other? You heathens, not the Israelites. You guys are tearing the whole world apart. And yet the Israelites are the biggest threat. Look at you guys. Huh? You guys are tearing shit up. Literally tearing Trump's ear up. Huh? That was the so-called white man. That was your own kind. Don't look at us. See? But yet, the Israelites are the worst thing on the earth. You see how retarded you guys look? You guys just point fingers at, the brothers with books and a poster. Meanwhile, you guys are shooting your own presidents in the ear. You guys are pointing, the heathen. Who's pointing ICBMs at each other? Is it the Israelites? Who has weapons of mass destruction, supersonic missiles and all that? It's you heathen and you Edomites. You guys are causing all the ruckus. But yet the Israelites are the biggest threat. Get out of here. You see how ridiculous you look? See? You see why you're gonna catch a beat down? You see why it's gonna be so bad for you? So all you do is point fingers when really you guys are the ones tearing shit up. Literally, who tore up Trump's ear? Your own kind. It was, the so-called white man. See? So who's doing all, who's causing all the ruckus? You guys do all the ruckus and then point fingers like, oh, it was them. No, it's you guys. See? The Israelites, shoot, we barely got enough to survive. See? It's just a FYI. So let's go to Isaac. Let's go to Psalms 49:11 to let you know that these lands are they're named after these lands are named after these conquistadors and leaders that that conquered them. Like America. This you say, oh, I'm an American. That word America means bitter, but where is that word America from? You guys put the bald eagle, the American flag. Hey, and who do you think? Because the so-called white man, you guys use the eagle. Like, yeah, that represents us. But yeah, who do you think created that eagle? The 144,000, the angels in Yahushai. Yeah, because you guys just take like, okay, well, this represents us. That's our bird, the bald eagle. Yeah, but who do you think created that bird? It goes even deeper, baby. See, because you guys just look at stuff and say, oh, yeah, that's us. Okay, but who do you think created you? Who do you think created the planet? Who do you think created the bird? Who do you think created that eagle? See? Imagine. Because you guys just look at stuff and then just take things and say, well, this is ours. Yeah, but who do you think created that? Who do you think created you? Imagine. That's the Lord. And you guys are trying to fight him? Man, you guys are going to catch a heavenly beatdown. And Lord willing, Tucker Carlson can film it. It's going to be a heavenly beatdown of a lifetime. The book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Because, yeah, in their minds, they're thinking, oh, we're going to rule forever. We're going to complete the NWO. And, when the Lord gets here, we're going to counter him. And we got nothing to worry about. These heathens and Edomites don't even have a weapon that can even phase one ship. So how are you going to fight the Lord? The angels are bulletproof, and the 144. You can't shoot them with rockets and bullets. You have no missiles that can even hurt the angels or the 144. So what are you gonna do? But yeah, in your mind, like, oh, we're gonna do it. How? But the left hand's like, oh, we're not telling you. But no, for real. Ask your bosses how. How are you gonna do it? You don't even have one weapon that can even slow down the ships, that could even phase them, not even scratch it. But yet, you guys are gonna win. You see how retarded you are? That's why those of you that sell out on the left-hand side, because these dudes are retarded. And you're listening to them, so that makes you even more retarded. Can you imagine? Just run the facts. Just run costs. Instead of just, oh, no, we're the best. And, okay, just run costs. Just look. Just run costs. Run through the numbers. Run through the facts. Because instead of just looking at someone like, okay, well, this person's right, that person's right, run through the facts. Get the Carfax. Run costs and see who's full of shit. And you'll see, like, oh, snap, that the left-hand side don't even have a chance. See? And their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Right, because right here in America, it was named after Amerigo Vespucci, an Italian explorer. See? Africa, Africanos, they name these lands after their own names. See? So this is why the Lord is, this is why the Lord is telling us that, because, this is why we identify ourselves as, so-called Mexicans, so-called, Puerto Rico, so-called Colombian, but we're Israelites. See, because these conquistadors, these leaders that, established those lands, they gave it their own names. They named it after, their own names, or they gave it their own name, or after their own. So that's why, that's not your nationality, 'cause you may say, oh, well, yeah, I'm an American. Yes, you are an American citizen, but what's your nationality? Because there's 18 nations according to the scriptures, according to our Creator who created us. So yeah, you can call yourself whatever. You can call yourself Winnie the Pooh for all I care. Princess, you know, Buttercup. But the thing is that, what's the blood that you have running through your veins? What's your heritage? What's your nationality? Seeing that word so-called white man, that didn't come about to 1681, the 1680s. See that? Because you never had, calling Alexander, the time of the Greeks, oh, hey, white people. No, they were the Greeks, and then the Romans, during all the Caesars, oh yeah, facts. All the Caesars, to Domitian, you never had, even all the way to, then you had the, to Constantine. Constantine was a so-called black man, by the way. He was not a so-called white man. So-called black, because Israelites are different shades of brown. Absolutely. There's some people who are, pretty dark out there, but, we're different shades of brown. Absolutely. So black and white are just color indicators. Are you going to tell someone, oh, hey, are you green? Oh, hey, are you orange? See how ridiculous that is? So, but what's your nationality? Because there's 18 nations according to the scriptures. See that? So of course, it's modern day. You guys gave yourself your own names, but that's not the blood you have. There's no such thing as a so-called white man. That term didn't come about to 1680, 1681, 1683, right there. Facts. So the Lord is just, pretty much, the Lord is sent his prophets, to set the record straight, because it's to glorify him first. The Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because the prophets is not, oh, glorify the prophets, no, it's all about, the prophets are just giving you the correct message. That way, you can be edified, you can be taught, you can learn, and also to warn you, that's why, the prophets will tell you, look, this is not true. That name Jesus is not correct. This is the person that came up with that name. This is where they got their information, and this is the year they came up with that information. So you can also, go through it yourselves, fact check it, and be like, damn, it's true. Not just, oh, we're right and you guys are wrong, ha ha. No, it's just, we gotta really bring out the facts and really educate. You have, you gotta have some scholarship about yourself. It's not just, oh, okay, oh, you're right. No, it's not. It's just, like, oh, yeah, we're right. No, we're right. No, it's just, we really, to explain and really prove it. That way you can see and pour through it, Remember, go through the facts, run costs, Because, it's kind of like a business. They say, hey, you guys are losing money. It's like, no, you're not. Like, well, run costs. Let's see if we're losing money, Just because someone says, hey, you're not making money, you're just saying that. But like, oh, let's run costs, let's go. Let's run it. Let's see. Let's go through the numbers. Let's go, Bring the secretary in here. Bring the project manager in here. Let's run costs. Let's see who's full of shit, Just because someone says something doesn't mean it's true, you guys. Well, that's why you can't just judge a person just because, oh, hey, you know what? This dude looks like Bob Barker. He's in a suit and tie. We're going to go with him because he looks legit, No, that's why you go off because, they may sound good, and they're just, but did you even check it out first, or did you just go with them because of their appearance? Cause like, oh, okay, he has a college education. This person has a suit and tie. Let's go with him. See, because you guys are going according to what you feel is right, not what is actually correct. That's where you guys make your error, because you're setting yourself up for failure, because you're just kind of judging according to how you see things. You didn't even go through the facts yet. You're just like, okay, well, I'm going to run with them because it just feels right. This is why a lot of you are making mistakes. See, because you're just laughing. You're just looking at somebody and saying, oh, that's not right. But did you even check it out yet? Before you even made that judge? Before you even made that call? Shenane? You see? So, yeah, right here, Psalms 49:11. Because they, let's get it again. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Yeah, because these Edomites and heathens think, especially the Edomites, but the heathens are involved too, the elites, but especially the Edomites, Esau, because he's full of pride. He thinks, oh yeah, we're going to rule forever. Ain't no one going to take us down, shoot, someone's gonna attack us, shoot, excuse my Italian, but in their mind they're like, shoot, I wish a motherfucker would, please give me a reason. It's kind of like police, when when they're real bored, they hope that someone runs, they're like, please run, and then someone runs, they're like, yeah, and then they're like, then they call it in, like, oh yeah, like, oh, it's on, because that's the way they are. They're thinking, oh, we're gonna rule forever, and whoever wants to step up to the Edomites, like, we got them, that's their full of pride, because they think that they're gods, and their dwelling places to all generations, they call their lands after their own names. See that? So yeah, I mean, of course, you are, American citizen, and people are Mexican, they so-called Mexicans, but that's just the name that these leaders named them. It doesn't really mean that's the blood running through your veins. That's not your nationality. That's not your heritage. Yes, you are, American citizen. Yes, you are a so-called Mexican, so-called, but that's just the name that was named after that, what that leader named that land, and some of them named the land after their own names, which clearly states right here in Psalms 49:11. See? Okay, and that's why, like, the real prophets of the Lord, they don't they're not out there just winging it. They're not out there just half stepping, like, okay, like just guessing, like, okay, well, let's just kind of guess that that Babylon's talking about America, and that over there, that the Cushites, because the so-called Cushites, remember Nimrod? That is the so-called Ethiopian people today. Yep, absolutely. And so yeah, the prophets are not out there just just winging it, just guessing. No, they're out there, really going through the facts, making sure that it adds up, learning, coming up, and teaching the correct doctrine, because it's all about sound doctrine, not just what we feel is right. Well, we think that that the horses is in Revelation 9 is talking about horses, and no, it's talking about the ICBMs. We don't just not just guessing. All right, so yeah, you can't wing it in this thing, because this is the Lord's word. So can you imagine? You're talking about the Creator here. You're just messing with His word and His name. Because a lot, and you'll see that if those of you that watch some live streams, people that the prophets that go out there and teach, a lot of people go out there and they say, yeah, we know the Lord. His name is Jesus, and you're like, no, and like, yeah, his name's Yahushua, or it's like, no. So which one is it? You just named 4 or 5 names, 6 names. So you don't know him. So what's his name? You're like, oh, well, it's something like that. What do you mean it's something like that? This is the Lord, the creator of the universe, of heaven and earth. And you're just like, oh, something like that? I know it. Like, oh, it's all good. It ain't all good, baby. See that? Would you just play around with your boss's name like that? Or imagine your wife is right there standing next to you. Let's say you went to like a family reunion, and your wife's right there standing right next to you, and someone said, oh, hey, this is your wife. What's her name? And you were just messing it up, and you're like, oh, it's not important, and your name, oh, Jessica, Jenny, and he's like, no, my name is Jennifer, and you were just, naming 4 or 5 names, but not being stupid, like, but for real, and then being like serious about it, and your wife's like, no, my name is Jennifer, like, are you serious? And it's like, oh, it's not important, like, it's something like that. Can you imagine how mad your wife would be? Like, if you're playing around, okay, that's different, you're just joking, cracking jokes. But if you're serious like that, can you imagine your wife would be like, what the hell, All right, so imagine your wife, how much more the Lord, or your husband, vice versa. If you're like, oh, my husband's name is, whatever, Cody, Chris, or something like that. Can you imagine? That person will be deeply offended. So how much more the Lord? Because you guys put the Lord in the box, like just like that devil Harari. Oh, we could remember that small hat Noah Harari, that small hat Noah Harari, when he was like, oh yeah, we can make God as mad as we want. So that's just that pride. This is how, excuse my Italian, this is how stupid the wicked are. So can you imagine doing that, to your wife, to your husband, to your boss, like, oh, his name's whatever. But like, you're playing you're cracking a joke, you're playing, you're just playing around, that's different. But you're really being serious, that person would be like, hey, no, like, my name is Tom, or my name is, Jimmy, whatever, Samantha, Jennifer. You know, and can you imagine how offended that person would be? You know? So how much more the Lord? You think the Lord's just like up there like, oh yeah, you know, he's trying. Like, no, you kidding me? The Lord's very, very deeply offended by that. Very offended. Cause you're talking about our creator here, the top boss. You're over here just throwing his name around like, oh, it's all good. It ain't all good. You're crazy, man. You're crazy, man. You're freaking está loco. Está loco. You know? That's crazy. You see how it is now? But you guys are over here just drinking your lattes with your legs crossed with a laptop and you know, in a nice modern building with AC. Like, it's all right. Why? Because these Edomites say it's all good? It ain't all good. You Edomites are in so much damn trouble that it's scary. What's about to happen to you guys is gonna be horrifying. It's gonna be hard to even look at the judgments because you guys are just, you know, doing whatever you want out here. You know, you guys are too much. You know, this is why we laugh, because you guys really don't think that there's a creator and that you're not being watched. You know, and just because you got a little technology, you know, yes, you know, you have your, you know, you got your latte, you got your legs crossed, and you're all sassy now because you're the boss. It's like you can just do whatever you want, and it's all right because you say so, you and your husband say so, because you guys can just, you know, pull out FRNs however you want. You guys can go on vacations, so you guys got it. So now you guys make the rules, right? Because forget what the Lord says. It's, you know, you guys say what's okay and what's not okay. That might be okay in your own household, but not to the Lord. See? But you guys, that's that pride fooling you. You think, oh yeah, we can do whatever we want, you know? Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it, you know? I didn't see nothing, you know? Let's just stay quiet, you know? You didn't see nothing, I just see nothing. The angels are right there recording it. Like you dumb son of a gun. All right. So now let's go to the book of Psalms 58. The book of Psalms 58, verse 3 and 4. The book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3 and 4. The wicked are estranged from the womb. This is Psalm 58, 3 and 4. Check this out. The wicked are estranged from the womb. So as soon as they're born, they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Because that's you Edomites. As soon as you're born, as soon as you're able to speak, you're already talking lies. Because that's your guys' game. You know, you guys lie and like, oh yeah, that was cool. You know, like, yeah, we got him. Because that's your guys' game. You know, you guys lie just to lie. But the Lord, you know, every word you guys speak, you have to make account for that. This is how retarded you guys are. Yeah, it may be funny right now, but just wait till that missile, you know, you start feeling that fire. Wait till them angels start judging you. You know, yeah, go ahead, laugh it up, you know, because you guys are like, yeah, it's funny, you know, yeah, it's funny. That's why we're laughing at you, because you don't understand that you have to pay for everything that you're doing. You know, if you're just, you know, lying, you know, you're kind of joking around, you know, just kind of, you know. But if, you know, you're serious about stuff, like the way you guys are saying that you guys landed on the moon, all that stuff, you know, lying about the Lord, that his name is Jesus Christ, and that he looks like a so-called white man, you know, and running with it. This is how crazy, you know, this is how mental the Edomites are. This is how retarded they are. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. Yeah, because this is why they're able to deceive you guys. Because they have that mouth, you know, they speak like, oh yeah, you know, because they talk a good game, you know, because they're professional liars. That's why a lot of people believe them, you know, because, they see them, you know, with their nice cars. Oh yeah, they have their business going, you know. They have the, you know, the life in order. They have a suit and tie. Like, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna believe them. And then the way they talk, you know, like, oh yeah, you know, it's all good. Don't worry about it. We're in control, you know. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's not gonna be all right, Johnny. You're going straight into slavery. You have to pay for everything. But you know the way they talk, you know, it's like, oh yeah, you know, we got it. Don't worry about it. Like, you got to be worried about it. They don't even care, you know, and they're not even afraid. See, but that's their pride, because like, oh yeah, you know, we're the boss. We do whatever we do. You know, we make the rules. It's like, all right, go for it. You know, yes, you can make the rules at your job, but not when it comes to the Lord and crossing them out and making them look like a so-called white man. You guys are crazy. You guys got to pay for that. You know, and you guys are just like, oh, we just do whatever we want. Yeah, just say that we went to Mars. Okay, we went to Mars. You're beyond retarded. You know, you're in so much trouble that it's scary. Like, for real. Like, for real. For real. Like I don't even want to look, but I do want to see, of course we want to see vengeance on our enemies, but it's gonna be that scary. It's gonna be that horrifying, your judgments, because you guys don't even care. Like, oh, we can do whatever. Like, damn. They are like the death adder that stoppeth her ear. Yeah, because that's how prideful, you devils are. Can you imagine? All right, so yeah, that just to let you know, we're not really in that, that year. You know, uh, Here we go. Man, 2024. So here's just some basic information right here. Because in 1752, England and its colonies skipped 11 days in September to align their calendar with the Gregorian calendar, and that's what we have today. From January to December, it's called the Gregorian calendar, which was used in most of Europe. All right, because you know, uh, the original Europeans were dark. Okay, the original Europeans were so-called, were dark people. We're not so-called white people. So you guys are the Edomites. You guys dwell in Europe now, but you're not from there. Okay, you Edomites are from Mount Seir, Mount Petra. You guys are just south of from Judah. All right. Yeah, you guys have your own land, and your land was rocky. Mount Petra, Mount Seir. All right. Then after you guys ruled for a little bit, you guys fell after the Roman Empire around mid 300 AD, like 350 AD after Constantine. All right, so you guys fell around 350 AD, and then the Israelites, because we started to rule, because we ruled in Europe during that medieval period, which was you know mid 350 AD to the early 1300s, when you Edomites rose back into power. That was a year span of about 1,000 years, which was the Dark Ages, the medieval times, and that's when the so-called Black, Latino, Native American Indian, we ruled in Scotland, Europe, Russia. We were ruling in Russia all the way to the late 1800s. You know, facts. That's why you have Russia icons. Check it out. That's why they still have like the true images of how the Lord look, how the saints look. That because they were dark, melanated people. They weren't so-called white people. All right, because we should use that word a lot, so-called European, but to get technical, the original Europeans, they weren't so-called white people. They were they were dark. They were dark. All right, because you Edomites are from originally from Mount Seir, but when you went Mount Petra, which is a rocky habitation. All right, that's why you guys like to rock climb, go hiking and stuff like that. Because who's the main ones getting sky lifted from rock climbing? Who's the one who's the main ones rock climbing out there? Yeah, you have the Asians, you have the heathens and Israelites doing that too, but predominantly speaking, who's the main one out there rock climbing and all that stuff? Don't worry, I'll wait. The Edomites, because that's your habitation. That's your habitat. You guys are from the rocks. Mount Petra, Mount Seir, it's a very rocky spot. All right, so after the Edomites fell from the Roman Empire, which was 300 AD, like mid 300 AD, because Constantine was still ruling, was ruling, like 320, something around there, AD. And so after the Roman Empire fell, like mid, 300 AD, us Israelites, we pushed you guys into the Caucasus Mountains, which is located in Georgia, Russia. This is why some of you guys that are so-called white people, you guys, call yourselves Caucasian, because you guys were pushed to the Caucasus Mountains. Caucasian means cave dweller. It means because you guys lived in the caves, and you guys survived off eating marshmallows. Because there's like a plant that has like that marshmallow, the mellow. Yeah. So that was located in Georgia, Russia. Yeah. See that? But that's not what you guys were there for about 1,000 years in those caves. But that's not where you guys are originally from. Where you guys are originally from, the Edomites, because you guys are not originally from, America. No, you guys are, or even Europe. You guys are originally from Mount Seir, Mount Petra. See that? So right here in 1752, England and its colonies skipped 11 days in September to align their calendar with the Gregorian calendar. And you could read more, more if you want, but that's just to and here's your calendar today. Look, see, so September they had they skipped it, but that's your calendar right there. Look at Gregorian. Bam. See, so that's the calendar you guys know, today. See, and that's why like February, how come in February there's only 28, 29 days, September they took out 11 days. So that's already a prime example. That's just one example right there, because they mess with the, because they can't really mess with time because time goes on, they can't control that. But, within their kingdoms, they create their own calendars, their own stuff like that, just like daylight saving times. I mean, what is that, That's something that they came up with. The Lord never said to do that. So it's just to show you that we're not exactly, that's not accurate. We're not in 2024. We're around there, but it's not exactly 2024. See that? Because they have, they mess with this, they made up their own calendars. You have daylight saving times. I mean, February only has 28, 29 days. See? And then back in 1752, they took out 11 days. There was 11 days missing from the Gregorian calendar. See, so there's your examples, to say that, these leaders, these rulers, they mess with a lot of stuff, So it's not really what it seems because all they do is lie, they mess with things. They come up with their own systems, but that don't mean that it's, that's what it is. See? So that's just to show you, like how they, just how they work, I mean, and every person, every kingdom and ruler, they're going to have their own type of system. But that's just to show you that we're not exactly in 2024, ladies and gentlemen. That's not accurate. That's not facts because they mess, with their own calendar. You have daylight saving times and all this stuff, So that's just to give you, that's a prime example right there, just to let you know that, because all they do is, they lie. They come up with their own. They come up with their own systems, their own philosophies, and so forth. And then, people, they think it's normal, of course, because they just, you're born in the kingdom, you're taught in your school systems, you're taught their religions, their philosophies, their ways of life. So you're thinking, you're assuming, because you think that, okay, this is the way life is, and that there's no way. These leaders are not lying to me because, this is the way they are, this is the way life is. No, this is not the way life is supposed to be. See that? You guys are paying income tax. You guys don't even make an income. That's illegal. So you guys are getting tax on top of tax on top of tax. Because you guys are getting tax from your check. You guys are getting tax, income tax. You guys don't make an income. You guys make wages. You have an hourly wage. It's called wages, not income. People who make income, it's like those are the people who like own companies and stuff. See that? So do you do that? Do you have your own company and stuff? So you're getting tax on top of tax. It's illegal. But they do it because no one really, they don't really say nothing about it, They don't really make a big stink about it because everything these rulers and leaders say, you guys just believe it automatically because they're in a suit and tie and look like Bob Barker. See? So this is, these are the facts, baby. This is just why the Lord is saying, this is why, they're lying. This is why, this is the facts and this is what they do. But if you want to still believe in them and say, oh no, I trust in them, go ahead. That's your opinion. The Lord's just showing, look, this is what they do. This is how they get down. They come up with their own methods, their own stuff, their own philosophies. See? They pour into your head and you guys just regurgitate it. So you think that, okay, they're righteous, that this is the way life's supposed to be. No, it's not. But, but it is understandable because this is all you know. So all you know is this system, okay, pay my taxes, okay, got to go to school, I watch the news. Okay, I'm planning for my retirement, put the kids through college, because this is all you know. So this is why, This is why right away, the prophets are like, shame on you, Why can't you get it? Because it's going to take time. Because this is all you know. Because this is how you learn. This is how your parents learned. This is how your grandparents learned. So this is normal. To you, it's normal. Because it's you were born into this system. All you know is the school systems, these churches, these religions. So you think, okay, yeah, his name is Jesus Christ. Because that's all you see. You think, okay, that's it. Just because it's what you've seen your whole life. But that don't mean that it's true. See that? So that's just to show you that because that's why a lot of people took the jabs in the first pandemic, because once they took it, then they regret it. But a lot of people, what was their answer? Because they said, I thought I was doing the right thing. Yeah, and that's how we all were, because we were following these leaders at one point in time. I was raised Catholic. Come on, I thought that was the way of life too. I got into the union. I was looking to retirement. I had my family and stuff, and I was saving for a house and all that. And I was like, okay, I thought this is what it is. Put the kids through college. This is the way life is. No, it's not. It's the way it is right now because this is the way that they put it. But that don't mean that it's correct. That is accurate. But that it's just showing you that these leaders, they come up with their own ways, their own laws. That's why in court system you have penal code, this, that, because they, although they tell you swear on the Bible, they're not even going according to the Bible. Because according to the Bible, all homosexuals and lesbians got to be put to death. See? So we don't go according to the Lord's laws at all. See? But you swear on the Bible, so this is a total hypocritical nation. See? Oh, absolutely. So that's just to show you that they come up with their own thing. But that's it is what it is. People are gonna come up with their own philosophies, their own ways. It's just the way it is. So with that's it on today's lesson on the on the Gregorian calendar, and that these time, and that these leaders, they name their lands after their own names, and they come up with their own systems, their own laws, their own calendars. See that? So this is why the prophets tell you, okay, look, this is that's not correct. It's not just, oh no, it's not, but okay, can you explain that? Can you prove, can you provide evidence, what your what's your with that statement? It's like, yes, of course. Look, this is the person. This is where they got their information from. This is the year they came up with it. So that way too, you guys can go back and say, okay, well, let's see if that's right. And all right, let's see, boom, just like this, the Gregorian calendar, 1752. There's 11 days missing. You guys can do it yourself, and not just, oh, hey, they took out 11 days. Well, how do you know that?